everybody. Happy Halloween. This is the final video of Spooktober. I apologize. My offline life has gotten a little crazy. If you guys watched my update video last week, you'll have seen that. But anyway, it's Halloween, my favorite holiday of the year, the one day of the year that I look forward to probably more than any others. And to celebrate, I kind of figured I'd keep it a little low-key this year. If you guys are watching this during the day on October 31st, 2017, you are in luck because I will be having a Hollow stream tonight on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Elyse Explosion. I will see you guys there. We're gonna have some spooks. We're gonna have some fun. And I'm really looking forward to that. But for today's video, I've seen floating around on YouTube the Halloween tag. And I love doing that kind of stuff. So I figured, why not? Let's see what the tag has in store. So the first question is favorite horror or Halloween themed song? And that's really hard because for me, Halloween has basically two soundtracks. You've got Nightmare Before Christmas and you've got Rocky Horror Picture Show, which coincidentally are the only two musicals I actually like. Because otherwise I hate them. But for me, I think This Is Halloween from the Nightmare Before Christmas, or I guess the Marilyn Manson cover specifically, is probably my favorite Halloween song. I know, it's strange. Number 2, name something you wouldn't want to run into in a dark forest or an abandoned building. Okay, so for my job, I have actually been working in abandoned buildings, and I can tell you right now that the number one thing that has given me spooks, dead animals. It's a little morbid, but we encountered some, basically some just deceased animals that had been left behind, and that startled me a lot. I didn't want to deal with them that long. But I did because work. Question number 3, have you ever played with a Ouija board? Ouija board? Luigi board? I have not. I love the aesthetic of the Ouija board, but I've never actually played with one myself. Question number 4. Favorite horror monster or villain? I love The Bride. I don't know if I can actually move my camera over that way to show you, but I do have, if you watch my streams, I have a large print of The Bride of Frankenstein on the wall behind my computer, and she's fantastic and I love her. Number 5, the creepiest thing that's ever happened to you while you were alone. Okay, this is a true story. When I first moved into this apartment, my apartment building is situated across the street from some former military barracks. And they are abandoned. They have been abandoned for as long as I have lived down here, probably even longer. And one night I went to sleep with the window open, and I woke up, and it was really terrible sleep. Like, I didn't sleep well at all that night. I woke up, and there was a giant scratch on my chest in the shape of an X. And my nails are not necessarily sharp. They're long, but they're not sharp. So I don't think I could have done it myself, but it still freaked me out. Let's see. Number 6, if you were dared to spend a night in a haunted house, would you do it? I guess it depends on how falling apart the place is. Like, if it's a derelict falling apart building, heck no. But if it's just a house that might be haunted, I mean, sure, why not? Especially if I'm getting money out of it, sure. Number 7, are you superstitious? No, not really. I love, like, haunted, spooky things, but I don't know. I'm not very superstitious. I mean, if I spill salt, I'll throw it over my shoulder out of habit, but that's about it. Number 8, do you ever see figures in your peripheral vision? Me, not so much. My sister, however, seems to think that I have a ghost cat in my apartment. As you guys know, I don't have a cat, but whenever she's down here, she sees something running around on the ground. So that's kind of creepy. I've never encountered aforementioned ghost cat before, but I believe Karen. Number 9, which urban legend scares you the most? I don't know if any really scare me, though I have been a little startled in the past by the legend of the Chupacabra. We were driving, it was me and Karen and a former friend of ours, and we were driving through the woods up by my parents' house to go get Taco Bell. And something flew across the street. Like, it didn't jump, it didn't run, it literally flew. And I just screamed at it and said, "It's a chupacabra!" There were no chupacabras in New Jersey, but if they were, I should like to think that they were coming to visit the Jersey Devil, who's my buddy. I love him. Number 10, do you prefer gore or thrillers? Aesthetically, I prefer gore, but watching the movie-wise, I think it's because of my aphantasia. I far prefer thrillers, even though they both terrify me. Number 11, do you believe in multiple dimensions or worlds? No. Like, I can't even give a decent explanation for that. That one's real stupid. No. Number 12, have you ever made a potion of any sort? Trick question, I took chemistry in high school, so I absolutely did. My witchery does not necessarily manifest itself in potions or spells. No shade to those of you who do, but yeah, I mean, I've done titrations, which is technically a potion. Number 13, do you get scared easily? Yes! Good lord, yes! I am the biggest scaredy cat in the world. An ex-boyfriend of mine was like real big into horror and all that stuff, and he always wanted to go see horror movies, and I let him take me to one. I let him take me to go see what was it? It was one about the zombies in the Roma. I don't remember what it was actually called. I'll pop it up on screen down below once I remember. But it scared me so badly that I couldn't fall asleep. Number 14, have you ever played Bloody Mary? No, my friends weren't really into that kind of stuff. We wanted to play Legos, not get scared. Number 15, do you believe in demons or the devil? I am far more inclined to believe in demons than I am to believe in the devil, so to speak. I don't know why. I'm an atheist, so I don't really believe in religious stuff to begin with, but I'm more convinced of demons than I am of, like, you know, heaven and hell. So we'll see about that one. Number 16, you're home alone, but you hear footsteps in your house. What do? Well, I live in an apartment building, so it's probably the upstairs neighbors. It's always the upstairs neighbors. And if it's not, then I run in here and I hide and I scream. Number 17, if you got trapped in one scary movie, which would you choose? Probably the one that I stood the best chance of actually surviving in. I don't really watch a lot of scary movies, so I can't give a detailed answer to that question. I don't know, maybe Evil Dead? That's terrifying, but whatever, I'll live. Number 18, if you could only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Oh man, see, this is hard as a cosplayer because I have so many costumes that I just don't wear for Halloween. And as a goth, most of my aesthetic is just Halloween year-round, so I don't know if I could pick one. I actually kind of like this dress, though I wish it were a little longer. So probably this one. This one's actually quite comfortable, minus the teeth on the skull are kind of digging into my head. Shout outs to my friend Duchess of Salty Pals. She made this beautiful tiara, and you can find them on her Etsy shop. I'll drop a link in the description. Number 19, would you ever go to a graveyard at night? I have. Again, if you're not afraid of ghosts or anything like that. I will say it was a little unsettling, but not scary, so to speak. 20, in a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? Probably, one of those baseball bats with the nails in it, something that you're not going to run out of ammunition for, something you've got to have the upper body strength and just like wail on. I gotta work on that. But I feel like that would be my best bet. Number 21, would you rather go to a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? Ooh, that's tough. I trick-or-treated all through college, as you guys probably saw in my Halloween costume retrospective. But I don't know, I feel like Halloween parties at my age are a lot more fun. You know, you're not going to get the door slammed in your face as much if you go trick-or-treating as if you don't go trick-or-treating as a 31-year-old. Number 22, you're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? Probably the skeptic. I have a very hard time believing any of that hootenanny. So I'll probably die first. So either the skeptic or first to die. Probably better that way anyway. Number 23, do you have to watch something happy after watching horror movies so you can go to sleep? Yes! Good lord, yes! Ask my Discord friends. The other night I watched something, I don't even remember what it was, but I was just feeling lousy and terrified and scared, and they sent me Space Hamster videos to cheer me up. It worked. Alright, number 24. Whilst watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person with their eyes covered the whole time, or the person who falls asleep? Eyes covered, legitimately. I remember one time I was at Girl Scouts, and we were on a trip at a place in Pennsylvania called the Little Red Caboose. It's a hotel where all of the sleeping cars, or all of the rooms are made up of old train cabooses, retrofitted to be like bunk beds and stuff like that. And I remember the first Halloween was on, and I kept begging them to change the channel, and they wouldn't, and I just sat there like this the whole time, just like terrified of what would actually happen. I still don't know how the movie ends. I'm such a fraidy cat. Oh, let's see. Number 25. Are you the one who gets scared or the one who does the scaring? Gets scared. I don't know if you guys have gotten this by now. Scared. Always. 24/7. Scaredy cat. Favorite scary book? I don't think it's necessarily supposed to be like a horror book by any circumstance, but I read a book a couple years ago about the Jonestown Massacre and had like first-person perspectives of it. And that was the most unsettling book I've ever read, but it was incredibly interesting. I couldn't put it down. I was actually in Las Vegas for a friend's wedding while I read that book. So I'll probably, I don't remember the name of it right now. I will link it in the description. Number 27, how old were you when you saw your first horror movie? Voluntary? I don't count Snakes on a Plane because I love horror comedy. So stuff like Snakes on a Plane, Zombieland, Zombie Strippers, things like that. Not scary to me because I know they're supposed to be fiction. It was Drag Me to Hell was the name of that movie. And I saw that when I was probably 22. Yeah, I tend to avoid that kind of stuff. Number 28, what was your first Halloween costume? The first Halloween costume I can remember is I was a clown, and I was a very cute clown. I liked that one a lot. It's in my Halloween costume retrospective. Go watch that. When you're done with this one, of course. Number 29, what are you going to be for Halloween this year? This. I guess like a spooky bride kind of thing. My veil isn't ready yet. I have to still make that. But just, you know, kind of like goth queen, princess sort of thing. What I usually do, just a little more so. And the last question, number 30. If you could have a spooky Halloween pet, black cat, owl, bat, rat, wolf, what would you pick? Oh man, I mean, a rat would be pretty close to Rufus, my very scary fuzzball. But I think I would like a bat. Bats are really cool. I think they're really intelligent creatures and really fun. So that's it. That is my Halloween tag. Like I said, I tagged Super Echo Bear and anybody else of my YouTube friends who would like to do this if you can get it up soon, because it's almost after Halloween. Oh, if you guys would like to see more, I will be linking some videos after this, and my social medias are in the description. Question of the day. Not really so much a question, but have a happy Halloween, and hopefully I'll see you tonight. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Later.